Hello there and welcome back. Let's talk about skills once again. What we're going to run through today is we're going to talk about the skills that you will need for a knife, the skills that you will need for a pistol, and the skills that you will be using for a shotgun. So it just depends on what kind of person you are and what you like. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, first thing, if you have not seen the video that talks about the general skills and the common skills of what you need, regardless of your equipment, regardless of what weapon you're using, check out the link in the description below because that's important. There are some that are specific to the weapons I mentioned today, but you need the general ones as well. Let's begin by looking at the knife. And when I say knife, I mean melee. Pretty much any of these ones here are in the knife section. They're all considered melee. So all of these come into effect when it comes to these skills. You have the rainbow karambit, which is I would say it's the best one, but there are other ones out there that are pretty strong, right? These are all knife, but don't think that because this is an axe or a tomahawk means that the knife skills don't help it out. It really does. This is for all of these that you see here. This axe, the Jack's axe, or the famous Survivor Club, right? And essentially, you could say this is a bat, but anything that has to do with the knife, it's referencing these. So let's get started. Now, there are only a few out there. And again, you still have to get these ones here. These are still important. You still have to get your armor. You still have to get your health up. You still have to fix your accuracy. You still have to fix your fire rate. All of this stuff here. You will need speed, okay? You're using a knife. Unfortunately, you can't throw the knife. That would be awesome, right? If you could throw the knife at people, but you can't. So you have to get really close and personal in order to hit them. So you need speed. Make sure you unlock all these skills that has to do with speed. There's nothing in this category in the sniper section, but in the assault, you have this one right here. It increases the rate of fire by 50%. And it says knife, but again, if you have an axe, if you have the club, it still comes into effect and it'll still help you out. It's considered a melee weapon. 50% fire rate. That's how many swings you get. Every time that you hit somebody, that you knife somebody, that you hit them with an axe, this is how quickly it'll increase that fire rate by 50%. So you need to get that one. That is imperative. Very important as well. Nothing in this category. And in the scout section, we have this one. Very important as well. Increases damage by 15%. That's huge. You're going to need that. So make sure that you do buy this one as well. And again, also, you need speed. Speed is super important. Get up close and personal. You have that one. Increases by 5%. And you have this guy that increases by 3%. So make sure that you unlock those. Now, let's talk about pistols for a second now, because these are important as well. If you are a pistol user, in this category is where you're going to find the pistols. All the pistols that you see in front of you right here, all of these guys, this is what's going to help in your section. There are some weapons in here as well under the special category, but none of these are pistols. So just the ones I showed you are pistols. And when it comes to skills, you only have a few. This one increases the accuracy by 30%. This is not recoil, right? This is accuracy. How stable is your weapon? All that shaking, all that movement back and forth, right? It's not dispersion either. It's the accuracy of the weapon, how well it's going to be, and essentially how good your control will be on that weapon. This one increases the damage by 30%. Very important. Very important that you get this one as well, because that damage is super important. And after all, the pistols don't have they don't have that much damage. And last one for the pistol is going to be this one right here. It also increases the damage. This one increases it by 20%. So if you are a pistol user, make sure that you come in here and you purchase all of these skills that we mentioned today. And last but not least will be the shotguns. Let's look at the shotguns. At least this category will have the shotguns. You see them in front of you right there. The Origin 12, the Fabarm, the UTS, Raging Judge, TP12, Yasaga, you name it. All of these right here are shotguns. And in the special category, we do have the Pancor Jackhammer, which is also a shotgun. Now, unfortunately, there isn't many out there that are going to help. The only one that's specific to shotguns is this one right here. It increases the effective range by 50%. All shotguns have really low range. Some of them are pretty good, like the Origin 12 has a good range. Or the distance, right? It labels it a distance, but range, it's the same thing. And basically it's how far your weapons, how far the distance will be on the bullets going straight. That's what that means, right? As you get farther and farther, and if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself, right? Go in a map, go in a custom match, and just start shooting at the wall and back up and start going farther back and farther back. And you're gonna see the bullets spread even more. They're no longer going as straight as they were, like when you were straight right in front of the wall. It starts to separate. That's what the distance does. How far will you be able to keep that dispersion? If the dispersion is a 5.0, how long will you keep that dispersion? Because if your distance is 12, the minute you reach 24, that dispersion is no longer 5, right? You've already exhausted your distance. Now it pretty much doubled because you doubled in distance, so now its dispersion is 10. The bullets will fly everywhere. So this one will help that out. Again, this is the only one specifically for shotguns. There are no other ones that are specifically to help the shotgun. There's some that will help you reduce the damage, like this one decreases the incoming damage by 20%. It doesn't improve the shotgun, but it helps you against shotgun users, right? That one will help you out. And then there's just one other one that also decreases the damage by 10% with the shotgun. But again, there's only one specifically for shotguns. But again, these ones are so important. If you haven't seen the video where I explain all of these, make sure that you do, because these ones also help the shotgun. So make sure you get those. Give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do me a favor, support us. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We'll see you in the next one.